Yeah, now it's even more. Yeah, now it's even. So, I think I need to be more nicer with myself, or sort of kind of give myself more time, or I'm just not sure because I am going to. I have an assignment. Yeah, my chair's crazy. I have an assignment due to tomorrow, 12 o'clock a.m. I believe. I'm not sure, but in the middle of the day. So, and I have to work and eat and train tomorrow, as well as tonight I have a comedy show which I really wanted to go on, and I need to work on this assignment today. My fault that I didn't work on it earlier, but anywho, and it's like it's work and school. It's school every day. Work Tuesday, Thursday. Then I'm going to be on, you know, on set for an extra role in a series on Friday, and the sort of time to be there is 8. I have to arrive there, or I have to go from here at 6. It's from 8 to 7. 0800 to 19.00. And that sucks, and it's so bad pay. It's insane, but we'll see how that goes. I think it will still be, you know, quite fun still, but yeah, I'm still trying to. Yeah, I'll definitely go on that thing, but it just sucks. Next week, I'm going to have I'm going to join a big sort of set, a bit of a bigger sort of, not necessarily a role, but it's sort of like more attention, more everything, and it's sort of for like a comedies reality thing. That's fun. I feel like I have all these projects. They're not huge, but I just don't give myself any time to go like on a break or some stuff like that. I think I'm going to work, and I'm going to work this weekend. Next weekend, I believe I'm not working, but I will try to get some shifts around that. See me already sort of like not allowing myself to have like a free day of some sort. But I really want to go at the cabin that weekend. Not this week, but next week. I think I'm going to need it. I really need some quiet time. And yeah, it's just always sort of stressful, or sort of always something to do. And I know when you're a bit older, that is, that is life. But yeah, it's reality basically, but it still sucks. um, but yeah, I still have to focus a lot on school and yabba dabba doo. I did apply for the exams now, or I did this past weekend, so that's amazing. But yeah, it's a lot of quietness. It's not a lot of things to do lately, and I think that makes it a bit more lonely, I guess. But I mean, I was at the family thing, therefore I didn't post so much. I was in Trondheim and I had a blast meeting my family and stuff, but getting back here, it's like it isn't that much. Hey, it's sort of reality. It isn't the thing that I sort of hoped for. When I got back, everybody's busy. I bought 2 tickets for the comedy show tonight. I've asked like 6 people. They can't. I do have some more people in mind, but yeah, it's just sucks, man. I mean, the worst scenario, or it isn't like the worst scenario because I've told you about this before, but if you can't go with someone, go alone. Who gives a shit? The only thing that sucks about this is because I paid for 2 tickets. So, yeah. But anywho, I need to make this sort of assignment. I need to make it. It doesn't need to be like crazy or super good. It's sort of like an assignment where the teacher is going to sort of tell me what's wrong about the thing or the answer and just sort of correct me on my path. But yeah, I'm not the only one that thinks like this, but I sort of zone out sometimes, sort of thinking about like series or movies that's like fantasy, like even if it's from Game of Thrones or something like that, right? And you think, oh, like there's something attractive to being to watch and to think about, being in that sort of world or whatever it is, but because it sort of gets away from reality a bit. It just I'm not sure what's the problem with me right now, but I do feel a bit anxious here. And what sort of helps is just talking about it or just trying to acknowledge it. I think that's the most important part, not fighting against it, because you can't sort of do that, I think. But doing school, doing guitar and all that shit works. I think it's mostly about the comedy show tonight. Just trying to get some people to join me. But yeah, yeah. And there's like a bunch of factors, right? Factors. I just checked my bank account, like my usage account, where I buy that I used to buy food and such, the active account, and that was so small, and I think that's something to do with it. I feel like I work a lot, but I still don't have anywhere close to comfortable money. And the thing about that as well, which is crazy, is that I still live at home, right? So if I was living in an apartment, not at home, I would have very, very little money. So that's just, I need to sort of get used to that, not having like good amounts of money. But yeah, it's fine. I will manage, I guess. And I got like two, I think one, two, three, no, one, yeah, 3 books that that are due for me to read in my free time. I mean, I still have like a bunch of books to read from school, but it just feels like nothing gets done. And I need to show you this. I'm not sure if you can see this. Do you see this gray? Okay, I'm looking a bit crazy right now, but there's so much dust, and my room is it hasn't been cleaned forever, just due to me traveling or just being too busy to even bother. And the free time I just use to relax. So I'm going to have to do that, not today. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it today. We'll see. But yeah, it's It's just me, like, my nose get itchy and stuff. That's not a good thing, so yeah. It's just reality, man. Yup. Just reality. And it's sort of like welcome back to reality when you don't like. I had a lot of nice conversations this past weekend, but when you get back, those sort of other thoughts come fighting back, right? They want to get in to the group. So I think, yeah, it's just sort of like how you live and stand by it. That's what's the most important part. The second thought, you remember that? What's your second thought? What's your second thought about this opinion, right? I think this is shit, but it's useful, it's good. I can get good things out of this, right? Well, that was rude. Second thought, maybe that person had a bad day. Doesn't justify being rude, but it makes it easier to be rude. Oh, that car drives slowly. That car drives so slowly. Maybe that person has been stopped before. Maybe she's scared or he's scared of driving. Whatever, right? The second thought is very important. Because we all judge, man. We all judge, but it's what's that second thought or the thought you leave with that matters. So, yeah. I think at the start of the video, I will show you the pump, but other than that, it's just me getting out my thoughts, man. You know? So it's going to be a quite busy weekend this time as well. And it's going to consist of the usual, just me staying in this room, playing guitar, doing school, or going to the gym. I mean, it's just weird, right? Because you sort of want to do this and that and go and get outside and do whatever, but I don't have time. Or I actually do have time, but yeah, it's just what your priorities are, right? But I really do think that I need to get some quiet time, to get some time to just relax, go on a walk, go on a hike or whatever. Just be myself, right? So with that, I am going to say goodbye. This is not your normal sort of dopamine giving addictive video. I'm sick of them. Yeah, I watch The Assignment every single week. But other than that, I am sick of those things. Therefore, I'm making these vlogs. We'll see if I'm going to do those in the far future, but as of now, I'm not, just sort of therapying myself. If that's even a word, therapying. But yeah, hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. There's a fine line between, I'll retract on that. You are worth it. Your life is worth as much as everybody else's. They all have the same. They all are on this earth on the same reason that you are. Sort of. And yeah, treat people with respect. They lose it over time, of course, or they gain it, but first time meeting someone, treat them with a good amount of respect. If they lose it, they lose it. You know, that's their own fault. And most importantly, respect yourself. Take care. Goodbye.